An NBA player from Turkey says he was held in a Romanian airport over the weekend when his home country revoked his passport. And as Kanter plays center for the Oklahoma City Thunder, he has long been an outspoken critic of Turkey's President Erdogan. Kanter says Turkey canceled his passport in retaliation for his political views. Last year, Turkey revoked passports for tens of thousands of Turkish citizens living abroad.
President Erdogan met with President Trump last week at the White House. The visit came amid tensions over the Turkish leader's authoritarian crackdown and human rights abuses. During Erdogan's trip to Washington, 11 people were hurt in violent clashes between protesters and his security team. The Secret Service is investigating. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said over the weekend the State Department is dismayed.
Well, we did call the ambassador of Turkey into the State Department to discuss what occurred with them and express our view that this is simply unacceptable.
NBA player Enes Kanter arrived back in the United States yesterday from Europe and joins us now at the table. Merhaba, nasılsınız?
Oh, there you
That's all
go.
I know about Turkey.
Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Kid. But I'm very fascinated with your story. Number one, how did you get back in this country without a passport?
Well, I want to say thank you to the Homeland Security, State Department, Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA, NBPA, because we were all working as a team. It was definitely a crazy moment.
You said that you were in Romania, but trouble started for you before you got to Romania.
It actually started in Indonesia. So I remember I was sleeping around like 2:30 something, and my manager knocked my door. He said, the Secret Service of Indonesia and Army was looking for me because the Turkish government told them that I'm a dangerous man. So I was like, we didn't know what to do. That's why we had to kind of escape the country and went to Singapore. Then we came to Romania, and that's where all career madness started.
Your story is fascinating because this comes at a time when Erdogan has once again extended his rule, right? A new state of emergency. And just to put that in perspective, I mean, he has arrested 120 journalists. He's closed more than 150 news outlets. He's jailed 140,000 people. You believe you're one of those targets?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm in front of people's eyes. That's why, people know my story. But there is thousands of people are in jail. Like you said, there is 17,000 women with pregnant, not pregnant, are in the jail, getting tortured, getting raped, is reported by Amnesty International. So that's why I'm trying to be the outspoken and trying to be the voice of the innocent people.
Was the recent election which elected him president fair?
Yes. Well, I mean, I will say, he wants to be the one-man show. He's trying to. That's why I feel like I was going to talk about the coup attempt. If you want to understand who did the coup attempt, you need to look at the results. And the results were showing that after the coup
you're talking about.
Yes, that was the coup I was talking about last year. If you want to look who did it, you need to look at the results. And the result shows that after the coup attempt, there's thousands of people are in the jail. There is, shot.
So in your judgment, he used the coup in order to strike out against his own enemy.
Definitely. And then the victim was, of course, the innocent people and the part of part of Hizmet movement and leading by Mr. Fethullah Gülen.
Yeah.
That's why he was trying to blame on them because they were speaking the truth and spoken against them.
You said you want to give a voice to the voiceless, but your government considers you a dangerous man. Your own family, your father says he's ashamed of you. Your family has disowned you, and they want nothing to do with you. How are you rationalizing that?
Of course, it's tough, but you know what? I stand for what I believe, and what I believe is, I want to be the voice of all these innocent people, and I believe that what I'm doing is right because I see all this, the news and everything, and if you look at there's no one evidence that he's blaming on, the Hizmet movement of Mr. Fethullah Gülen. There is no one evidence after the coup attempt, because they're blaming on them.
But Enes, do you think your life is in danger, or that your family's life is in danger?
I'm getting death threats almost every day.
Still?
Yes, still. And I believe that when I leave this set, when I leave this room, I'm going to keep getting the death threats. But you know what? I stand for what I believe.
Do you someday, after basketball, plan to go back to Turkey?
Well, not anytime soon. Probably not. Right now, I'm home.
Say after Erdogan, is your sense of patriotism for Turkey, the country?
I love my country. Of course, one day I will definitely want to go back to my country. But right now, my life is in danger. My family life is in danger because I can't even communicate with my family because if they know they're communicating with me, they'll be in jail.
Can I ask you to clarify something? The NBA said that it worked with the State Department to help get you back in the U.S., but the State Department is saying that they had no involvement in the matter. Can you clarify that?
Well, that's how we went to London, and that's how we get into America. We work with the State Department. That's how I get into Homeland Security. That's how we get to America.
And you can
because I mean, my passport is canceled.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I can't get in the country. Yeah. So that's how I work with the Homeland Security.
And you will continue to still speak up, even knowing your life is in danger.
I'm voice of innocent people. There's thousands of journalists, thousands innocent people, moms, dads, lost their home, lost their job. That's I want to be a voice of them.
This is a quick answer after all of this serious conversation about threats against you. Who's going to win the NBA final?
Ooh, that's a nice question. I don't like Golden State. That's I'm cheering for Cleveland.
All right.
Thank you. Don't like Golden State? Do you know Steph Curry's on Golden State?
Yes, we don't like OKC Thunder. Don't like Golden State.
All right, Ennis, we're glad you made it back safe.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Ennis Kanter, thank you.